A new day dawns as the morning sun rises, gracing the plains with its beautiful light. You're all rested and having breakfast, eating some of the cooked rabbit meat from last night.
Calaria is sharpening her blade, looking more determined than ever, but also mildly frustrated.
Camaria looks up from her book she's reading, Bronson next to her. Are you all right, sweetheart? You look tense.
Never better. Just itching to get going.
Are you sure that's the only thing that's on your mind, please, sweetheart? You can tell me anything. If you don't want to say it in front of Bronson, we can have a private chat about it.
No, Bronson is a friend. I have no troubles unburdening myself in front of him. It's just the battle last night. I could have done so much better.
A warrior learns from their mistakes. A true warrior does not capitulate themselves with their mistakes. You fought incredibly well, Calaria. You must have been trained well. Your technique is focused and sharp, especially for someone so young.
Thank you, Bronson. I'm not as young as you think, though. I'm 23 in human years. But I get what you mean. Like Mother will tell you, I had a fantastic teacher. Calaria sheaths her blade.
Yes, your father is a formidable teacher. I've got to ask, Calaria, how is he doing these days?
He's doing fine.
Just fine. How's his business? Is he still running that crazy training course?
Calaria nods quickly, looking distant. Yes, Father is still doing that.
Sweetheart, what aren't you telling me? You're good at many things, but I can always tell when you're keeping something from me.
Catherine, roll me a persuasion check, please.
That's a dirty 20 total.
I can't say, Mother. I made my own promise to him. Calaria wipes her eyes as tears escape from them.
Camaria is soon beside her, rubbing her back, hugging her. It's okay, sweetheart. You don't have to tell me. If you promised. I'm sorry.
You want to know, Mother. Don't apologize. Calaria cries into her mother's shoulder, face hidden. After a few minutes, she regains her bearings, breathing deeply. Once your mission is done and you've resurrected your friend, I'll take you to go see him.
I'd like that very much. Camaria hugs her daughter tightly.
After a bit of time, you all set off in the direction of the Small Teeth Mountains. I'll need the usual checks, please.
I'll do a perception check. That's a 26 total.
That's a 16 for my survival check.
Oh, I forgot. You need to do an animal handling check for the horses, please, Bronson. With advantage, just like before.
No problem at all. In total, that's a dirty 20.
Excellent rolls all around. You get back on track, traversing to the main path that leads to the base of the Small Teeth Mountains. There is only one main path that leads up and through the mountains. Calaria, with your incredible perception roll, you see further up the mountain are those cyclopses from before. They're slightly off the beaten path, having made their home in an alcove nearby.
I point this out to everyone.
Well, I was right about where they came from, if that really is their original home.
Regardless, let's keep going carefully and cautiously.
Your horse continues to pull you all and the carts further up the Small Teeth Mountain. Within a few hours, you make it to the very top of the mountains. The view from here is beautiful and overlooks the whole town of Imnescar.
DM, what would any of us know about the town?
You can all roll a single history check with advantage, or just one of you. I don't want to make the check too easy. Since we're getting quite a bit into the campaign, I'm going to make things a little more difficult as the campaign progresses.
Mother, if you give me bardic inspiration, I'll happily do the history check.
Of course, Calaria. Camaria plays a cheery tune on her viola, bestowing inspirational magic onto Calaria.
Thank you. So history check with advantage and bardic inspiration. 23 total.
Excellent. Imnescar was considered an agricultural center for the nation's south and was famous for its fruits. These included oranges, tangerines, grapes, dates, lemons, limes, avocados, and artichokes. Imnescar was also known to be a popular way station for those traveling along the trade way. Nowadays, it's still like that, but a few temples have been built and erected as religious devotion to several deities have grown exponentially within the last 2 decades. These deities include Timora and Sune.
Isn't Sune the goddess Jocelyn worships?
I think so, yes. Let's keep going. If we can get to Imnescar by nightfall, that'll be perfect.
Calaria, you spot 2 caves off to the other side of the beaten path. A few trails of black liquid leading inside.
Bronson, Mother, look. She points in the direction of the caves. Are they joined at all?
They're connected to the same piece of mountainous rock, yes?
Can I get a little closer and keep an ear out for any sounds coming from inside?
Of course. You approach one of the cave entrances. Roll a perception or investigation check.
That's a 10.
You hear faint traces of incoherent whispers.
Calaria, get back from there. We've a long journey.
There are voices in there. They could be injured people.
Bronson jumps down from the cart and peers in, listening closely.
A high-pitched scream pierces through the air, followed by a roar and sounds of claws tearing into flesh.
Bronson draws his weapon. That could be someone getting torn apart. If it's not, we prepare for a fight.
Camari try to discern and check if there's anything suspicious with the whispers and noises.
Roll an insight check.
Got it. That's an 18.
These whispers and various voices sound almost too perfect to be authentic. Something is definitely mimicking these sounds and voices, most likely with evil intentions.
I share all that with the group immediately. This is definitely a trap. We should not go in there.
As if on cue, from the darkness emerges a pair of blood-red, rage-filled eyes.
Bronson will do an intimidation check to ward it off, bordering close to a barbarian rage as he roars at the damn thing.
Go for it, Daniel. Feel free to use your strength modifier instead of your charisma modifier for your intimidation.
That's 21.
With a sudden and anger-filled roar, you assert and stand your ground, the wicked creature slinking back into the darkness.
That's my Bronson. Camari gives him a kiss as they return to the cart, climbing on.
Bronson shrugs with a tender smile, kissing her back. Think nothing of it.
Within a matter of hours, you ride the cart down the Small Teeth Mountains and soon get within 200 feet of the town. The sun is almost set, as the journey did have a slight bump but went overall quite smoothly. The town gates are soon right in front of you, 2 guards standing, one on each side.
Halt. State your names and business.
Camari speaks up. Good evening, sir. We're adventurers visiting this lovely town to reunite with a friend.
Your names, ma'am.
I'm Camari. This is Calaria and Bronson.
The guard, stoic in his posture, writes their names down on a long list of parchment. And how long will you all be staying?
That depends on how long our friend wishes to keep us for. We say 3 days?
And your horse, you'll need to pay the stable fee if you want to keep him in the town stables. Best place, really, along with your cart, that would be roughly 5 gold.
Camari pays him 8 gold, et extra 3 as a tip.
Most appreciated, miss. Head on inside and enjoy your stay. You will find the stable further in on the left. His work partner gets the gate open for them.
With that, you all head on into town. Massive crowds, markets, and peddlers are laid out before you. Even at this time of the evening, the streets, crowds, and business are booming. The market is still open, and it shows no sign of closing anytime soon. After heading to the stables and making sure your horse and cart are secure and comfortable, you head back on out into the streets.
This town is one of the busiest I've ever seen. And I've been to greenest, so where shall we go? Where will your cleric friend be? Where's the nearest holy place?
I feel like a single amongst an entire colony. Let's just ask someone.
I'll ask one of the guards. Bronson does just that, inquiring the location of the nearest church or temple, mainly ones dedicated to Soon.
Head straight down towards the center markets. Then take a right from there and through past the Wise Nut, our local bookstore. Should be right in front of it then. You absolutely cannot miss it from that point on.
Thank you, sir. Bronson relays that to the others.
Calaria has been a bit distracted, looking over and sniffing an abundance of flowers on one of the market stalls.
Not many people can resist the beauty and aroma of my beautiful flowers. Best in the entire town.
A gnome dressed in gardening clothes stands behind the stall, seated on a tall oak chair.
They smell absolutely beautiful.
Why, thank you. I grow them myself.
Really? All of them? There has to be at least 50 bouquets here.
Oh, yes. Believe me or don't. But these beauties can't be fake.
Bronson and Camari join Calaria. There you are.
Him? Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked.
Camari perused through most of the flowers, also finding Divine. She picks up a small bouquet of roses, smiling sweetly at Bronson.
Bronson reciprocates the smile, handing the gnome a gold piece.
Camari's smile bursts into a cute squeak, hugging Bronson tight before kissing him adorably. Her face irradiating sweetness and joy.
Bronson is surprised, but in a good way. Pleasantly so. I'm glad you're happy with them. I love you.
I love you too, Bronson. Camari takes one of the roses and wears it in her hair.
So sweet of you, Bronson.
Isn't he?
The gnome chuckles softly, pocketing the gold coin. How beautiful. Take care now.
Thank you. Now, let's get to the temple.
You make your way there, following and reciting the directions the guard gave to you, Bronson. Before you all stands a colossal church overlooking a majority of the east side of town. Heading inside, The structure is grand. Stained glass windows depict various figures in different poses. The floors and surroundings are pristine and almost glow. Further inside, you have the altar and various benches. Through another oak door is the medical area, basically a hospital. Sigils and signs representing Sune are decorated and hung all around the building. Many priests and members of the cloth occupy the inside. There is the occasional cleric in armor, obviously for security reasons or maybe returning from a recent adventure. One of the high-ranking priestesses approaches you all, displaying her rank via boldly colored robes. A golden amulet of Sune hangs delicately from her neck.
Good evening to you all. How can I be of assistance? Have you come to pray to the Lady of Love?
Good evening to you too. We're friends of Jocelyn. She's working on something very important for us. Is she here? May we see her, please?
Jocelyn. She's in the medical room at the moment, aiding in a patient's recovery.
Can we go see her once she's finished with her patient?
Entry into the medical wing is forbidden to all non-members of the church. Please take a seat and wait. I'll go and find her. Say she has visitors. It will take a few moments nonetheless, as a member's duty must remain undisturbed.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
No problem. Who should I say is here to see her?
Camari en Bronson.
Very well. I'll return shortly.
As the high priestess nods and heads to the medical wing, you all spot a familiar figure conversing with one of the priests.
And you're absolutely sure that's where it'll be?
I'm certain. Many different clerics have told me the exact same thing.
Excellent. Thank you. Rover hands the priest a small pouch before turning, making his way towards the exit.
Rover.
Ah, Kamar, how funny is seeing you all here. Did you just get into town?
As a matter of fact, we did. What are you doing here? I never took you for a pious man.
A pious man I'm not, merely making inquiries at Mayor Archibald's request.
What are you making inquiries about?
Into the location of an infernal portal around here.
So, what routes did you take to get here?
I made my own way here.
Did you go on the Small Teeth Mountains or take the main path through them?
I went over the Small Teeth Mountains.
What, you just sprouted a pair of wings and flew over them?
I am a man of many mysteries and methods, Bronson. I can't exactly go around and spew all my precious secrets. It would ruin the enigma.
Pardon the interruption, but I believe introductions are in order here.
Such a lovely lass. Good fortunes to you. I'm Rover, hunter and survivalist extraordinaire. He takes the tiefling's hand, kissing it extravagantly.
Thank you. I'm Calaria, adventurer and wonder of sorts. You can let go of my hand now.
Your presence humbles me, Calaria. He lets go of her hand.
Rover, I'm meant to believe that Mayor Archibald sent you all the way out here. He must be getting desperate for results if that's the case.
Your caustic words wound me dearly.
Well, what can you tell us about your inquiries?
Nothing you're entitled to hear. The mayor is paying me and there's little benefit to me divulging information.
Divulging? What about back there? Do you procure your information through generous donations? Calaria raises an eyebrow.
Eyes on the prize, not the sky, my dear Calaria.
Rover, we hardly know each other.
You speak as if we're strangers. On the contrary, we're acquaintances.
You're here at last.
Jocelyn is lightly jogging over to you all, the higher priestess following close behind.
I see you have other company. I'll take my leave. Good day. Especially you, Calaria.
Rover. Just a moment. Camari catches up with Rover as he steps outside. She blocks his path, her voice low. I don't want to see you doing that to my daughter again. I don't trust you as it is, and you keep giving me more and more reasons to validate that argument.
Come now, don't get so fierce. I was merely being courteous towards your daughter.
Think back on what I just said and pick your next word carefully.
Roll an intimidation check, Catherine.
That is a 17.
Whatever you say, Kamar. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have more inquiries to make.
Seriously. Contemplate on the words I just said. Camari returns back inside the temple.
Camaria, it's good to see you again. Jocelyn gives her a hug, then Bronson. Jocelyn offers her hand to Calaria. Greetings. To who do I owe the pleasure?
Shaking the lady's hand, Calaria smiles modestly. The pleasure is all mine, Calaria. Pleasure. Jocelyn, isn't it?
Correct, yes. Lovely to make your acquaintance. Jocelyn's smile fades a little as her superior clears her throat.
Jocelyn has informed me that you plan to resurrect a deceased friend of yours.
If it's not too much trouble. If there are any costs involved, we will happily accommodate them.
It's not about costs, rather permission.
And who would we need to ask for permission?
Come with me to the back office. We can discuss things further there.
Getting led into a beautiful grand marble office, the room in terms of atmosphere changes dramatically.
Jocelyn, are you certain that I can trust these friends of yours?
Yes. Mother Elowen.
Very well. Allow me to be blunt for a minute. The three of you have come at a dire time. We've had to put a hold on certain things due to the absence of Father Maxwell, head of this temple.
You see, without Father Maxwell, or rather any Grand Superior, a church can't receive permissions to resurrect anyone. Only a Grand Superior can authorize a resurrection, if Sune permits it.
Mother Elowen removes her glasses, searching through her robes for a cleaning cloth. We've managed to keep things discreet, but I don't know how much longer we'll be able to keep it that way.
What happened to Father Maxwell? Did he get kidnapped? Disappear?
Kamari hands Elowen a spare piece of cloth.
Elowen accepts the cloth graciously. Thank you. And your clothes. Underneath this holy building is where we keep the dead buried and preserved. But recently, the dead have become restless, extremely restless.
Holy magical wards and barriers keep the undead at bay, but we fear that won't hold them back for much longer. Father Maxwell ventured down there to investigate and discover what's causing the dead to rise again. Our mortician hasn't been seen for a 10-day. I fear personally that he's been torn to shreds.
Mutlu, he's more a gravekeeper. Jocelyn, Elowen finishes cleaning her glasses, slipping them back on, worried. I'm ready to make you three an offer, venture into the crypts down below and find Father Maxwell. If he's still amongst the living, perfect, rescue him. If not, Lady of Love rest his soul. Try and bring his body back here. In return, you'll have a high chance of getting your friend resurrected. If Father Maxwell didn't make it, you have my solemn word that I'll do everything in my power to help bring your friend back. If money serves as extra motivation, I can pay you personally.
I ask out of curiosity, you have clerics here that look more than capable of getting this job done. Why us?
Because I can't afford any more members of the temple going missing. One thing I definitely know, whatever's causing the dead to rise, it's extremely powerful. Definitely magical in nature. I sense it even now.
If you can find Mutlu as well, please bring him back here. Not many people here like him because of...
Jocelyn?
Please, Mother.
Enough. Now, adventurers, make your choice.
Let Jocelyn say what she was about to say. We'll accept your deal once that's done.
Absolutely not.
Whatever for. This Mutlu character, tell us more.
If these undead are such a threat and need to be dealt with.
Then you need us. We want to know about this Mutlu guy.
You can roll one persuasion roll with advantage. As a group,
We'll use my persuasion bonus. Total 29.
29. Holy smokes.
Mother Elowen sighs inaudibly. Very well, Jocelyn.
Mutlu is a kobold vampire.
I like this guy already.
I'm glad. Anyways, I know he's a vampire, but he wouldn't be doing anything malicious.
Jocelyn, he's a sanguinaire. Blood is their only goal. It's all they care about.
Mother, have you even been down there and spoken to him?
Jocelyn, he's bad news. If it was up to me, he'd be nothing but a pile of ash.
Please don't allow your prior knowledge to cloud your judgment.
Prior knowledge, certainly not. Previous encounters, definitely. I have faced enough of them to build an unwavering loathing for them. Since you're adamant in your liking for him, I've changed my mind. Venture into the crypts with your friends, if you wish. Since Mutlu might actually listen to you, then you'll all have a better shot.
Very well, if you insist.
We've been on the road for a very long while today. We'll need to rest soon.
I'm sure we can push on a bit longer. Maybe I shall rest first, then we go do this.
Feel free to rest in here for a time.
So you're all going to take a short rest here in the temple office?
Yes, DM.
Very well. You all take a short rest, having a light meal and a nice cold drink. Mother Elowen provides you all with fresh, clean water. After an hour, Jocelyn leads you all down through the side of the temple and down to the crypt door.
She gives everyone 2 healing potions each. Ready?
As ready as we'll ever be.
Noted. Let's try and be quiet. Jocelyn gently opens a set of double doors after unlocking them, walking into pure darkness.
The set of double doors slowly close behind you all. Only a few torches attached to the crypt's walls are still burning. Ironically, Jocelyn is the only one who's struggling to see through the darkness.
I may need to cast a light spell, she whispers, straining to see through the unwelcome darkness.
If you need to. Quietly.
Jocelyn whispers the somatic components for the light cantrip, targeting her shield. Dull blue light, illuminating everything within 20 feet.
The now illuminated area reveals many things. Many coffins and caskets that remain motionless because the occupants are sitting upright, staring at you all. On the ceiling are dozens of bats, about 50 of them. The atmosphere itself holds its breath. The undead gaze with empty eye sockets, organs dangling from their festering bodies. The bats stir as one of the undead sits up further, the bats causing dust, dirt, and micro-sized bits of rubble to fall as they stir. Jocelyn, Camarir, since you're both in front, make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 5.
That's an 8 total.
I'll let you describe what happens for this moment, since that's a fail from both of you.
Jocelyn slowly brings up a hand to rub her nose, all of the dust, dirt, and debris getting deep into her sinuses. Her eyes water and squeeze shut as she's struggling to quell the urge to sneeze nestling in her nose. Jocelyn's breath catches as she rubs her nose frantically, her jaw now hanging open and her body shaking. After a few tense moments, she releases her grip, feeling the huge urge to sneeze diminish. More clouds of dusty dirt descend as Jocelyn sniffles quietly in an attempt to clear her nose. Realizing her poor timing, she brings her hand back up as her sinuses become unbearable, making her breath hitch rather loudly. I need to sneeze. Rapidly losing control, Jocelyn pinches her nose shut between her fingers, but it provides little relief as the urge to sneeze becomes a need.
Camari feels her nose twitch and tickle as all the starts to fall over Jocelyn and herself. She sniffs in a vain attempt to hold the tickle back. Her sinuses protesting with a sharp, stronger tickle that makes Camari repress her with her nostrils. Her breath hitches as she tries her hardest to fight her sinuses, already on the verge of a big sneeze.
Jocelyn gasps rapidly before doubling over, shrieking out a gigantic sneeze, her voice echoing and reverberating off the walls.
Camari also sneezes a second or two later, unable to subdue her sinus any longer, her sneeze not as loud as Jocelyn's but loud nonetheless.
Chaos erupts. The bats panic and swarm the area. The undead springing into action. Everyone roll initiative with disadvantage. So the initiative order: Jocelyn, Calaria, Camarir, Bronson, zombies.
Her enchanted mace already in hand, Jocelyn has already recovered, and her free hand glows, radiating divine magic. She sends a streak of divine light at the zombie closest to her, trying to avoid the bats as they swarm the room. The attack hits, the zombie burning in response to the radiance.
Calaria draws her blade, cautiously going for the second closest zombie, going in with a flash of her longsword. Natural 20. She strikes within a split second, running her blade through the zombie's neck, twisting as it gargles, before she pulls the blade back.
Camari sniffles before clearing her throat, her palms outstretched, casting a bend spell as enchantment magic and circles all throughout the zombie, soon sinking into them. Afterwards, she plays an improvised melody on her viola, giving Bronson inspiration.
Bronson cracks his knuckles before entering a barbarian rage, battle axe drawn, charging at the zombie furthest away. His blade slamming into the zombie's chest, he maneuvers and spins round, taking a colossal chunk out of the wretch's leg.
Jocelyn, the zombie you burnt slams its fists in your direction. First one misses, second one just hits, getting you square in the face, a little blood trickling from your nose. Calaria, the zombie you nearly decapitated is barely clinging on. It tries to swiftly punch you. You easily dodge the first punch. Second one gets you in the lip. Bronson, your rage fuels your reflexes as you lean away from any punches the zombie you're in goes for. The bats continue to frantically fly around, their cries filling the air. All ranged attacks have disadvantage due to the immense swarm of bats. You'll need to get in close to your opposition to see them fully.
Jocelyn grips her mace, the engravings on it pulsing with magic. She goes for a strike with it. Natural 20. Nice. She almost caves the zombie's head in, drawing blood and disgusting chunks of rotting pus that fly out from the wound.
Calaria twirls her weapon before thrusting out forwards again. She just hits, slicing part of its neck open.
The zombie clutches its partly decapitated head, dead before it even slumps to the ground.
Drawing her magical rapier, Camari flanks the zombie Jocelyn is focused on. She flicks her blade, soon impaling the zombie through the torso.
Despite that brutal move, the zombie continues to moan and groan, refusing to let that be the end of her.
His blade extended. Bronson carves deep into the zombie's side, bringing his blade around and back, swinging and decapitating the bastard.
The remaining zombie wedges and squirms the blade out of its chest. It turns to face you, Camarir, slamming its entire body in your direction. The enchantment magic on its body pulses as you dodge out of the way of both attacks.
Jocelyn batters the zombie's head with her mace, the thing refusing to die.
Camari slices at the zombie's throat. Natural 20. She slices and slits its throat twice more before kicking the thing aside.
The cloud of bats eventually disperse and tranquility is restored to the room.
Calaria sheaths her blade, looking at Jocelyn and her mother. Gesundheit, both of you.
Bless you both. Now let's proceed onwards.
Thank you. Don't be so hasty, Bronson. Let's look around in case there's any trace of Father Maxwell or Mutlu.
I'll take point on this. Let's look around them, but refrain from touching anything.
Fear not, you don't need to tell me twice.
Bronson, roll an investigation check with advantage since you're doing it all together.
Excellent. Plus bardic inspiration, 26.
Bronson, you come across a torn, cut noose with blood soaked into it. The rope seems old, but the blood is fresh. Camarier, you find a cracked plastic bottle with a label that's somewhat torn. The inside of it is hard to make out due to a thick layer of congealed pus on it. Jocelyn, your holy amulet almost jingles as you do a quick prayer over the bodies, the amulet glowing as you lean over one of the caskets. A magical clockwork amulet concealed amongst the decay inside.
Jocelyn gently grasps the amulet, holding and inspecting it. Interesting. Well, I suppose if it didn't go to a next of kin, then, well...
Calaria, you find a half-buried coin pouch. Roughly 100 silver is inside, along with some broken copper pieces.
Camarier inspects the gruesome jar after putting on her glasses. Did you guys find anything? If you did, hopefully it's more interesting than what I found.
Just this half-torn noose with dried blood on it. Bronson shows everyone else.
Just this coin pouch. There's quite a bit of silver in it, though, if anyone wants it.
No thank you, Calaria.
Very well, I'll keep hold of it then.
Since this isn't doing much good buried here, would anyone like to put this to good use? Jocelyn offers up the clockwork amulet. It's definitely more than a trinket. I can sense magic coming from it.
As long as it's not cursed, then I'll put it to work. Mother, can I have a closer look at that jar?
Sure thing, but it's coated in pus and God knows what else.
I might be able to help with that. Jocelyn casts the prestidigitation cantrip, the jar instantly clear and cleaned.
Thank you. Jocelyn. Camarier looks over the jar again, adjusting her glasses. Calaria can also see the jar well as she holds it close to both herself and Calaria.
Make an investigation, nature or survival check if you wish to try and identify the contents of the bottle.
16 for my survival check.
Inside the jar is a dark red liquid that fizzes when moved. Recalling what you know about this sort of liquid, it's most likely a potent healing potion that hasn't lost any strength despite the age of the jar, which is a little peculiar. A potent healing potion that hasn't lost any strength despite however many ages have passed.
Noted. I'll keep hold of it, just in case. I might see if I can have an alchemist or brewer examine it properly and see what's up with the liquid.
You mentioned a noose, Bronson. Dried blood on it? That's unsettling. As far as I know, there have been no hangings down here. And I doubt a zombie is smart enough to know how to do such a thing to themselves.
With all that said and done, are you all proceeding into the next room?
Yes, but we should all roll stealth checks. And I'm sure that we are proper quiet this time.
Very well. Everybody roll stealth checks or roll one with advantage as a group.
I'll cast bardic inspiration on whoever is mainly doing the roll.
My stealth bonus is decent, so I'll do it.
I bestow bardic inspiration onto Calaria after playing a quiet piece on my viola.
I will cast the guidance cantrip on her.
Wow. I'm practically bursting with buffs. In total, that's 31.
Oh my gosh. With a 31, you all are more silent than a cat. In fact, you put the stealth capabilities of a cat to shame. Further in, the first thing that catches your attention is a giant statue of a deity. It's enormous, and the fading sunlight peeking through the roof only adds to the spectacle. Although the statue has been defaced and it is missing its head, fenced-off coffins lay there on both sides of the room. On the floor in front of the statue is a symbol painted into the ground, the sunlight beaming onto it.
Jocelyn approaches the giant statue, in awe of its beauty and aura. Do I recognize the deity?
Jocelyn, roll a religion check.
That's a 16, DM.
Jocelyn, you recognize this statue of Illustre, the dancing goddess.
What's a statue of Illustre doing here?
Alistre. Who's that?
She's the chaotic good drow goddess of beauty, song, dance, freedom, moonlight, swordwork, and hunting, within the drow pantheon known as the Dark Seldarine. She was the patroness and protector of the few dark elves who longed to return to the surface and live there, at peace with other races, and to abandon the endless conflicts and intrigues that dominated the lives of most drow.
Interesting indeed. Maybe this part of the crypt used to be a place of worship for her followers.
If only we had a drow we could ask.
Funny you should say that. There are a few drow in the Temple of Timora, but it would be impertinent to just ask every drow we see.
Of course, but I was being rhetorical.
Understood. Sorry, sometimes these things get lost on me.
No harm done. Calaria has a look around, mainly for a door or something similar.
There is a door tucked away near the side of the statue. There is no doorknob on it, only a lever on the side of the wall nearby.
Calaria hesitates before pulling said lever.
The door to the next room flies forwards, as if it was a tense rubber band being released. Inside the room is a small lounge of sorts, a fireplace, comfortable armchair, exotic rug, a half-eaten meal beside the chair. The main thing that grabs your focus is a kobold being strangled by an undead, rather a muscular-looking man with long black hair, his veins black, his eyes burn with resolve and absolute determination, drawing his blade on the kobold.
Mutlu! Get away from him, you cursed soul!
Everyone roll initiative with advantage.
That's 17.
25 for Jocelyn.
Dirty 20.
15 total here.
The undead individual is going last. Jocelyn, you have the floor.
Jocelyn swiftly casts a series of gestures and words, dark blue enchantment magic enveloping the undead man. He pauses, shrugging off the enchantment magic with defiance. Jocelyn then soaks Calaria in abjuration magic, boosting her defenses.
Kamari recognizes the spell Jocelyn tried to do originally, casting it herself at the undead nightmare. She has more look. Light green enchantment magic seeping into the creature's body, holding it in place. Hit it now. Everything you have. She bestows bardic inspiration onto Bronson, her viola being played at a breakneck speed.
Bronson delves into a barbarian rage, roaring and charging at the thing, battle axe drawn and raised. His entire blade carves deep into its body, carving a wedge into its chest. He strikes a second time, going crazy, slicing at its chest. Again, its rotting organs getting cut into.
The undead man tries to break free of the enchantment magic binding him. Natural 20. He effortlessly frees himself, eyes bleeding with enough rage to match Bronson's. He lunges for you, Bronson, blade gleaming in the firelight. First attack misses. Second one lands, drawing blood and ire.
Jocelyn flicks her wrist, divine radiance descending onto the undead monster, searing its body in its energy. She then runs to Mutlu, getting in front of him, shielding him.
Leia, I apologize. I skipped your turn on accident. When it gets to your turn this round, you may have 2 attacks and actions that turn.
It happens to the best of us. No worries, thanks, Donald.
Calaria curses an infernal as the undead monster breaks free. She attempts a bane spell, having no luck with that either. She gets out her shield.
Since Jocelyn is in front of the undead man thing, Calaria will flank him, blade drawn, feeling its arcane power. She taps it on the shoulder before slashing at it. Natural 20. Getting the creature in the jugular, she draws upon her reserves, striking again, aiming to trip him up. Swiping at the man's legs, Calaria gets him off balance, tripping him up. Since I have an additional action, Calaria thrusts her blade into his torso, twisting and jamming it in deeper before she pulls her blade back out.
Exceptional, Leia.
Bronson repositions himself, raising his own blade before thrusting it down, hacking into the bastard's chest once more. Then again, natural 20. Bronson roars as he gets part of the man's throat, nearly cutting his whole head off.
Looking extremely weary, the walking corpse swings his fists wildly. Calaria, you get hit by one of them. He then withdraws a serrated bladed scimitar from his tattered trousers, the blade itself soon burning with black and white flames. He draws upon his reserves, flourishing his blade. This is all after he gets to his feet, of course. Calaria, he gets an intense hit in on you, twirling and then going for Jocelyn. Miss.
Jocelyn strikes with her free hand, inflicting necrotic damage onto her opponent, dark green energy cackling as it fades into the undead's body.
Kamari keeps her distance, drawing arcane sigils in the air, firing a barrage of acidic projectiles. They just missed a cadaver.
Calaria brandishes her blade again, invoking her reserves, regaining some vitality. She then lunges at the zombie thing, slicing it cleanly down its back.
Bronson slices at the zombie's legs, cleaving halfway into it. He then goes for the other. Natural 20. He hacks it clean off, blood erupting from the stump.
The undead man falls down prone, nearly at death's door.
May the Lady of Love preserve and purify your soul. Jocelyn casts another spell, sending divine radiance down onto it, burning the man with its beautiful light.
Wow. You all have just slain a revenant. It was supposed to be a much more dangerous encounter, but you all rolled really well.
I'm feeling good about myself.
Mutlu, are you okay? Jocelyn casts some healing magic on him, restoring some of his vitality.
Shaquille, please come and join us at the table.
The kobold coughed a little before nodding, giving Jocelyn a big hug. Sister Jocelyn, thanks soon. I thought I was done for.
It's okay. You're safe now. And just Jocelyn, what happened here, Mutlu?
I was working on another beautiful masterpiece of literature. Even had the name down. Then the delicious roasted meats I had beckoned me, invoking my stomach's wrathful hunger. Had about half of it before debating on whether to smoke a pipe or cigar.
Jocelyn shakes her head, smiling. I meant with that revenant.
That's what that was. Dastardly old cadaver. Have you read that new horror novel that came out recently? The Unseen Hands of Marlowe Mansion is like that. The candles go out, the room goes cold. The air itself holds its breath in anticipation. Then boom, the monster jumps out from the shadows, and it gets you. That's when you all burst in, just in time. That reminds me I should get a bookshelf.
What, Indo? A bookshelf?
Yes, ma'am, a bookshelf. An individual's extensive collection of literature is matched only by their block of bookshelves.
Jocelyn introduces everyone to Mutlu. We should get you looked over, Mutlu, just in case.
And have Mother Elowen lecture me about leaving my post. Fudge it, I'm in.
One thing before we go, we should search this room and the previous one for anything valuable or significant.
Well, this here is my room, the best room you'll ever encounter. Nothing in here is valuable to any mortal. Unless you place value in the smallest of things and refrain from rich materialism. Jocelyn, I'm guessing you've informed your friends about my affliction.
Yes, I have, and also that despite your condition, you are a very well-adjusted individual.
That remains to be seen once Mother Elowen begins her stern lecture.
I'm sure you'll survive. Also, Father Maxwell, have you seen him? We know that he ventured deep into these crypts a while ago in order to find out why the undead are rising.
Unfortunately, I have not been blessed with his presence in a while. I'm guessing the reason that the dead are rising is because of that revenant thing you all slew.
So, it's a dead end? For now?
With all due respect, this brings us no closer to having our friend resurrected.
I know, but hopefully Mother will honor her end of the bargain and do everything she can to help you all with that.
Bronson will return to the previous room and investigate, searching for anything significant.
Calaria will help him.
You know what to do, Daniel?
In total, that is a 17.
You both search the room to the best of your ability. You find a small chest behind the giant statue. Inside said chest is a beautifully constructed longbow with a large quiver full of magical arrows.
Such a beautiful find.
It's all yours, Caloria. I already have a formidable ranged weapon.
Je apprécie care, Bronson. Je ferai de mon mieux pour utiliser cette arme bonne sainte.
You're welcome.
Calaria chuckles. Sorry, I appreciate that, Bronson. I will try my best to put this weapon to good use.
Bronson nods.
Skipping ahead a bit, here you all make your way out of the crypt, back into the temple, and to the back office.
Mother, are you in here?
There's no sign of her. You checked the main area. Your search unsuccessful. Jocelyn checks the medical bay but doesn't find her. It's only when you all hear shouting coming from outside and run out there that you see Mother Elowen in a heated argument with Rover.
You attacked one of my priestesses, one of my sisters. Provide an explanation, else I'll have you collared immediately.
Behind Mother Elowen is a half-elf priestess, clutching a bloody cloth, her nose busted and bleeding.
Do I recognize this priestess?
That you do, Jocelyn. Sister Dianara, one of the newest members of the temple.
Sister Dianara, you all right? Mother Elowen, what is going on here?
Sister Jocelyn, that brute punched me unprovoked.
He did what? Jocelyn storms over to this individual, for once looking vengeful.
Jocelyn, don't.
Rover, how unpleasant to see you again.
Miss Elowen, I have expressed my innocence profusely already. How many more times must I repeat? It wasn't me. Bronson, Camarier, Calaria, you must help me, please. On my life, I never punched that priestess.
On your life. I doubt that.
Look, I know you think little of me, but I would never do something that nasty, not ever.
Then who attacked Dianara?
Mutlu stays back, not getting involved.
I didn't get a good look at them. They wore attire very similar to mine. Maybe that's why you're mistaking me for them.
From what I saw before getting punched was you marching up to the altar, I went to greet and welcome you, and that's when you punched me.
I was not physically there. I was 2 streets away at the time. Bronson, Camarir, please, why would I do such an awful thing? What do I have to gain?
I don't really know.
Mother, were you present at the time?
I was, but I didn't see the whole thing. I wasn't wearing my glasses at the time. I only heard what happened. Literally. But I trust my sisters. They wouldn't deceive. To lie is to dishonor and besmirch the Princess of Passion herself.
Jocelyn gets up close to Rover, face still radiating anger.
Jocelyn, back away, now.
Something must be done, Mother Elowen.
That it will. Back away. Now, need I remind you the punishment for disobeying a superior?
Sister, please, do as Mother says. Don't upset the fickle and the beautiful.
After taking a few deep breaths, Jocelyn steps back.
Young man will let the goddess of love herself decide. You will kneel and reach her through solemn prayer. Let her envision your future. If you repeat your previous actions this day and hurt any other members of this temple, I will throw you to the guards. And it will not be pleasant. Am I understood?
Yes, Miss Elowen.
Jocelyn, come with me. Diana, you may as well if you wish. Everyone else, this is a matter that must be resolved. Please come back and see me tomorrow if you've need of me. All other services are welcome, including private prayers.
Yes, Mother Elowen. Bronson, Camaria, Calaria, I must take my leave. Martlu, do as you wish. Farewell. Jocelyn heads back inside with Mother Elowen and Sister Dianara, watching Rover closely.
Well, that was certainly a most entertaining spectacle.
That's an understatement. I don't quite know what to make of all that.
Well, things are definitely going to be interesting.
I could sure use a drink. The Duke Snickers? Anyone.
The Duke Snickers.
It's my local pub, not too far from here. You also have live drink and real, less friendly clientele, but the drinks are cheap as a copper piece.
The Duke Snickers sounds best. Lead the way, Mutlu.
On that note, we'll wrap up the session here. Thank you all for watching and playing Dungeons and Dragons. Take care of yourselves now and see you soon.